Hi guys, today I am going to be going over the free Learn the Alphabet program from This Reading Mama. So if you're interested in that for your toddler, stay tuned. All right guys, so today I'm going to be going over this free Learn the Alphabet curriculum that is offered by This Reading Mama. And if you have seen my other video, I did a review of the Brightly Beaming curriculum, and I will put a link to that up here in a card if you haven't seen that already, and I'll also put a link down in the description box. So we did that for a while, and then I did another curriculum for a little bit, and I found this one the other day and I'm really excited about it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. It's from This Reading Mama and it's free, has letters A through Z. She also offers it as a download in a bundle, so you can download it all at once for $10, and it's got a couple of extra learning activities. I just downloaded the free program because my daughter's just a little over 2 years old, so she doesn't really need a whole lot of activities. Some of them are a little advanced for her, and so I really only printed out just a couple of the activities from the free program, the free version. And so I'm going to show those to you and kind of go over how we'll be using those. And then I'm going to actually just set up the camera and record while she's using them. That way you can kind of see how she likes them. So let's kind of go over what's in the packet that you can download. All right, so let's go through what is included in that download. She has a lot of really great activities included in this free download. So first off is this tracing page, and it has both upper and lower case. And I realized a little bit too late, but the other day I noticed my daughter didn't recognize lowercase letters. Apparently I was just going over the uppercase in the prior curriculums that I had been downloading. So this one includes both upper and lowercase. We were doing some do-a-dot pages of lowercase letters, and she had no idea what letters they were, but she can totally recognize them if they're uppercase. So I learned it's really important to start with lowercase because most of the writing that they see is going to be lowercase. It's only names, proper nouns, and at the beginning of sentences that they're going to be seeing those uppercase letters. So lowercase letters are more important to learn first than the uppercase for that reason. So this curriculum has both, which I'm really excited about. So this I'm going to actually put in a sheet protector, and I've got some dry erase Crayola crayons. I'll put a link to those down below. I really, really love them. And she can just trace on this over and over and over again, and then it's got the little fishies here, so I can say, you know, F says like fish, and you know, so she can do that. Next is two separate like tracing and coloring sheets. So we've got the lowercase with the fish, and then the uppercase with the fish, and she can, you know, see the word fish, you know, fill in the letter F, and then color in the fish, and she'll have a lot of fun with that. And again, we can do the, put it in a sheet protector and do the dry erase crayons. She can also use Play-Doh on this to like fill in this F. She can put palms on there to fill it in. She can use her do-a-dot markers to fill it in, all kinds of ways that she can use these sheets. And then next, there are actual do-a-dot sheets. And so they have the dots on them. And so these she really likes because I can tell her, you know, fill in each dot. And so she'll go through and fill in each one. And it's kind of like tracing the F. She's just over 2 years old. So her, you know, fine motor and writing skills are just not at that level yet. But these do-a-dot sheets really help her get the concept of, you know, kind of early tracing is what I call it. So there's those. And then I really like this sheet. It's got F's, but it's got the uppercase and the lowercase, so we can learn distinguishing between upper and lowercase and that they're the same letter. And again, go over F says for fish. So there's that sheet. Then she's also got this Play-Doh mat, again, upper and lowercase. And along with this Play-Doh mat, she includes these cutout numbers. And so one of the games that she says is, oh, put the numbers face down, have your child draw a number. So let's say she draws the number 5. And then on this Play-Doh mat sheet, she's going to put 5 bubbles coming out of the fish's mouth. So this set includes not just numbers, or not just letters, but also numbers. So that's a really good way that she can, you know, put Play-Doh over the F's and learn to kind of trace the F's and form F's, and then do some number work as well. So there's that. And then there's also this game here, or this little sheet here, where it's, you know, F is for fire truck, and it's got a fire truck with all the numbers. And I can ask my daughter, you know, find the number 1 and let's cover the number 1. And to get like extra use out of this, we can actually use these little, I've got little counting bears. I'll put a link to these guys down in the description below too. I really like these. These feel really nice. They're like an off-brand. I know that, I think it's Learning Resources has the counting bears, but these, I kind of like these better. These feel really good in your hand, and my daughter kind of just likes running her hands through them in a bucket. And what else do I have? Oh, I've also got these little tins of palms that she can use to, you know, cover up on the Do a Dot pages. So we've got a couple of different ways that we can use these sheets before actually marking on them with ink, so we can get some extended use out of them. Then let me go over the activities that she's got. So she also has these lacing shapes. So I printed these on cardstock and laminated them, cut them out, and put some holes in them with a hole punch. And then I've got just a little string. And so my daughter can practice her fine motor skills, and it's kind of like tracing, and do those. And these she actually likes doing kind of on her own outside of our, you know, normal, like our learning time, our school time. So there's that. And then what else? She's got a lot of activities in this free printable, and I didn't even print all of them. Like I said, some of them were a little bit too advanced for my 2-year-old. So another activity she has is these, you know, she has all these pictures of items that start with F. So fire, football, fish, etc. And it's a really good activity. You just cut these out and laminate them. We'll laminate them, then cut them out. And you can actually make this for older children. So you would just cut out the main picture, and then you could let your child cut the puzzle piece so they can practice their cutting skills. So that's a really great way to kind of scale this up for older kids. My daughter's too, she can't use scissors yet, so I just cut it for her. And then we'll just go through and match and do these puzzles, and I'll probably leave them out along with those lacing cards, and she can just do those on her own whenever she wants to. So there was a bunch of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was 6. So there's fish, fire engine, feather, oops, backwards, and foot. So those are all that start with F, so we can kind of go over the phonics of F says like foot. All right, and what else? Okay, so the last one I printed out, there are these big sheets with a letter on it, upper and lower case, and then there's these little, the little clip arts of all of the items that start with F, so fire engine, fire, foot, fish, etc. And we'll just go through and glue these onto the letters. So it's kind of like tracing. So she'll just glue, you know, all those little pictures on the uppercase and the lowercase. And so that's another activity where she can kind of learn the shape of F, learn what it sounds like, and also get some fine motor skill work in by doing that gluing and pasting those on there. So there's that. Now, in this Reading Mama's printout or printable, she also includes a book, but I didn't really like that book. It's like a phonics book. So it has F, and then it has all these pictures that start with the letter F, but it only prints one-sided. And then to put it together, it's just kind of an awkward way to put it together. And it's fine. I mean, it's great, but I found a better one. So to supplement this curriculum, so my daughter has little books that she can handle herself, I found from the Measured Mom a couple of books that I'm going to be adding into this curriculum. That way we get the reading in and kind of the hands-on turning pages, etc. So the first one is this little, what is it? My Letter F book. So again, upper and lower case. And then it just goes over, you know, F is for frog, F is for football. And so we can kind of go over all the F sounds with my daughter. And it's got some additional ones that are not in this Reading Mama's one. So fruit, so she can get some additional word practice. And then she can read this by herself outside of our learning time. And then I'm also going to be using these to kind of go over our sign. We teach sign language. And so we'll go over this, you know, and just kind of review some signs for these items like football and fruit. We already know a lot of signs, so a lot of these we know, but that'll just kind of be an extra way to learn the alphabet. Then finally, also from themeasuredmom.com is this little letter F book. And this one is actually like songs and poems and things like that for the letter F, which it's really important to read to your child every single day. And so it helps them build vocabulary and gets them used to looking at lots of words. And so we will just read this. I'll probably read this to her every day this week that we do learning. You know, I'll go over both the books and then leave them out for her along with the lacing and the puzzles and things that she can play with these on her own. So in this, she's got like F is for fireworks. And then down here, she tells you the song, the tune to sing it to. So sing this one to row, row, row your boat. I'm a little teapot. F is for firefighter. So it's just a cute little book. It's not very long. It's just got a couple of things, but it's that, you know, reading and singing just kind of completes the curriculum. So I'm really glad that I found this and that I can add this to this Reading Mama's printout that I got. So that is what we will be doing. My daughter is napping right now, and she's going to wake up actually any time now. She should already be awake. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set up the camera and set out all of these items and kind of let her pick what she wants to do. And I'll just record her playing with these and using these, and that way you can kind of see for yourself what a 2-year-old thinks of them. So stay tuned for that. All right, so she did pretty good with those. She was in there we were at the table for about 45 minutes or so. That's actually a lot longer than I think that we've ever done school time before. And it was all just kind of, I let her lead and let her pick the activities that she wanted to do. She really obviously likes the do a dot pages. She likes the ink. She did really good with the glue on. That's the first time that she's done that all on her own. Actually, we've never really done that activity, and she did it all on her own. And she, for the uppercase F, got pretty much all within the lines. That was really impressive. Obviously, we didn't get to all the activities, but that's totally fine because we'll do, a couple days of learning this week. So we'll get through all of the activities, or we won't. It doesn't really matter. The point is just to kind of do a couple of different days of learning the letter F and going through numbers and things like that. So I really like this curriculum. It has a lot of different activities, and she really seemed to enjoy it. So we will definitely be printing out some subsequent letters. And let me know what you think if you try this curriculum. I'd love to hear your feedback down in the comments below if you've tried it before or if you end up trying it after watching this. So I will put all the links to where I've got all of these downloads down in the description box. That way you can find them as well. And then I will also leave links to some of the materials that we used in our learning today in case you want to get your own, because I really, the materials that we've used, it took me a while to find kind of what I really like, and I really like what we've got. So I'll leave some links for you. All right, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Always appreciate it. And if you are not a subscriber, hit that little red subscribe button down below so you don't miss any videos, and I'll see you next time.